some of you all are new or just dropping in, you did not know, I am a mental health therapist. That is what I do. That is what I do almost every day of the week. I love what I do, and I also go to therapy too. 9 times out of 10, your therapist has a therapist. Think about it. We're dealing with so many people's emotions, concerns, problem, diagnoses, trauma, and it's important that we take care of ourselves mentally and emotionally, alongside with physically and spiritually as well. So, but all of you who are interested in therapy, I guess I'll use a little bit of this time to talk about the process, what it looks like, and how beneficial it is. This is a trick I learned at the flower class I took, so that opens up your roses. Back to what I was saying. So if you're interested in going to therapy, you have some questions that I can ethically answer and just give you my opinions, because they're all my opinions and they are my own. Drop them in the comment, and I'd love to do a video on it to kind of help walk you through that process. But again, I am a virtual therapist right now. I enjoy it so much. I see clients all over the state of Tennessee. It has been such a learning and humbling experience to be able to connect with people, to know that people trust me with their deepest, darkest secrets, their trauma, their emotions. And it's something that I don't take for granted. I know to some people it can look like it's just a job, but for me, it's never just been a job. I never wanted to be a therapist. I didn't even know what I wanted to do with my life, but I know I was created to do the work that I do here in this world, and it means so much to me to be able to show up for people in the capacity in which I do, and just to be able to show up as my authentic self. Like, what you get on camera is 9 times out of 10 what my clients get, ethically of course, but this is truly who I am, and it's just so beautiful to be able to relate. And I'm not I'm not that kind of therapist. If you're just looking for someone to go vent to, I'm not your girl. We do the work. I get in there with you, and resistance is real. Some people show up and then they go missing for a long time. I chase my clients twice because I know it's a new process and I know it's scary. And then I also just give them space and respect their boundaries, that they just may not be ready to continue to move forward at this time. So if you're looking for a therapist, do a consultation, because you are inviting us into your world. We are journeying with you through all of your things. And just because we have credentials by our name or years of experience doesn't necessarily mean that we are a good fit for your needs. You don't want to end up with someone who specializes in bipolar disorders and eating disorders, and you're experiencing depression and anxiety. I'm not saying that they're not able to meet you where you are, but it is not their scope of practice. You can still receive some assistance you need, but I would recommend, my unsolicited advice is to find someone who specializes in your diagnoses or what you're currently experiencing. I am a trauma therapist, trauma and anxiety therapist. Those are my scopes of practice. Like, being trauma and anxiety, yes, those are what I spent, those diagnoses and situations or concerns are what I specialize in the most. I have done extensive research in them. I continue to, and mostly everybody who has experienced trauma, which we all have in some sort, experience anxiety. So that's what I do. I also work with individuals with life transitions, depression, personality disorders, relationship and communication concerns. I specifically take pride into effective communication, verbal, non-verbal, all of the things. So I enjoy working with people to have healthier relationship with communication with themselves and with other people. So make sure that you're doing a 15-minute consultation. Most consultations therapists do are free, to see if you're a good fit. Ask the questions. Ask what they specialize in. Ask what it looks like for safety planning. Ask what it looks like for diagnoses, note taking, what they enjoy about themselves, and get a feel, because again, we're working for you, but we're working with you, and you really want a good fit. And sometimes it's going to take you 5 or 6 tries to get the fit that feels and looks the best for you and your needs at this time. It is a relationship, and there's not necessarily a specific time frame for therapy. In my opinion, it just depends on you, the client, what your needs are, how well you're doing in meeting the goals that you set, because things come up, things can be modified. We're changing treatment all the time. So it just really is dependent. You have solution focused modality therapy where people listen. I don't care about the why. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to move forward. So those sessions or that treatment, it lasts maybe 8 weeks. Those people are in and they are out. Most of my clients, they have completed their treatment. What their initial concern was when they came in, they discharged, and they may want to stay around for maintenance. I can't keep the same clients forever because then they're not going to be room for new clients, but my door is always welcome for my clients to return if I can meet the needs of them and I have the space or capacity to take on more clients. So yeah, have a consultation. In-person therapy is amazing as well. I like to tell people during consultations who have never done virtual therapy, the only difference is, in my opinion, I can't pass you a tissue and I don't have a couch for you to lay on. And that is just the only difference, is that I can't touch you, I can't give you a tissue, I can't hug you if it's appropriate and you're okay with it. So if you're cool with that, then virtual therapy may be a thing for you. Safety is still the same. We still do things that are ethically correct, making sure we're documenting in the ways that we're supposed to, and all of the other boring things that you guys really don't have to worry too much with or about. So if you're considering going to therapy, go. Find a good fit. Read the bios. I'll leave some referrals or resources down in the description where you can find a therapist in your area. And some of you all would probably benefit from a life coach. I also am a wellness coach. A lot of people don't need therapy. They don't fit the need to the mental health diagnostic criteria, which is really good. If a coach has a mental health background, we're able to say, okay, coaching needs to stop. You need to go see a mental health professional. We're able to assess and discern if something is off in a way that most coaches who don't have like practitioner backgrounds can. So I have a few coaching clients where they have some goals, some short-term, some short-term, some long-term, where we work together to curate a plan specific to their needs and their situation. It can feel like therapy because of the relationship that you're having with someone. They're letting you into their lives, but it has nothing to do with mental health diagnoses. Like, nobody's being diagnosed with depression. Nobody's being diagnosed with generalized anxiety or all of the things. Nothing. Just helping people most of the time, in my experience thus far, is regulate their emotions, get into a place of where they're able to communicate better their feelings or their emotions or work through things. So that's ideally what coaches do. You come, you bring them a concern or a problem or issue if you have it, and you guys work together to meet the goal. It's action focused, it's solution focused, and it is so helpful. So if anybody is interested in that, I offer that, and I can offer that to anyone in the United States. I show up just as Alexis, your wellness coach, and if ever something appears to be, if something needs to be assessed again for any diagnoses or mental health assessments, then we're gonna go ahead and refer you out. I can't be your coach and your therapist, and we'll refer you out to somebody in your area to make sure that you're getting the assistance that you need, because you may need medication management, you may need lots of things that I'm just ethically not able to provide you with. So for those who are interested in coaching, find a coach. You may not need a therapist. You may not right away. And those who may be a little skeptical about therapy and just need someone to talk to help them meet some goals, for some direction in their life, that may be a good suggestion for you. This is so pretty. I think I'm doing a bit much though. It's so pretty. That is amazing. I also do faith-based coaching, and even in therapy. Like if my clients want to talk about God, I'm allowed to talk about God with them if they open it up and it's a part of their strength system and they want it to be worked into their treatment. I don't overstep any boundaries or anything like that. But my coaching, I have a specific faith-based coaching thing as well, where most of our goals and things are curated to resemble somebody's spirituality or their faith if you have it. And it's such a beautiful thing. I have no restrictions there. It is such a beautiful thing. So yeah, if you guys just didn't know, I'm just hooking you up with all the resources. But I do lots of things, and my goal is to continue to just show up and try to bridge the gap between services and resources for people, emotional and wellness resources. Because again, everybody can benefit from therapy, but everybody doesn't want therapy. And at different stages in life, some people need more support overall. And sometimes there's a disadvantage, because you may meet someone like me and want to work with me, but ethically, I'm not in your area, I'm not in your state, and all of the things, so I can't be your therapist, but I could be your coach if therapy isn't needed. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, allow you guys to get to know me just a bit better, and just be out here discipling, honey, giving out the resources. So this is cute. I think we're done. I think I'm gonna put it in a bigger vase or vase, whatever you call it. But it is so pretty. This is gorgeous. But thank you guys for sitting with me, listening to me chat for like 20 freaking minutes. And hopefully it was helpful. Oh, meet my dog. Yeah, this is Parker.